Tell us, how do you define bid'ah?
How would I define?
Bid'ah.
Bidah. You see, bidah can be good and can be bad. Bidah is a practice which is not found during the time of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but it relates to religion. Now this practice, if it is good, then it will fall under the category man sanna fil Islam sunnatan hasanatan. So that bidah, people will generally call that bidah, but if bidah means something new to Islam, then according to this tradition of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, everything new is not bad. Man sanna fil Islam sunnatan hasanatan. That is, if it is called bidah, it must be a good bidah. And man sanna fil Islam sunnatan sayyatan, he will be punished, he will be held responsible, and that is what is normally understood by the word bidah. Something bad but related to religion. So it is a difficult proposition to draw a very hard and fast line between Sunnat Hasana and Sunnat Sayyah. But I have my own formula of finding out. I believe that such practices as were carried out as such practices which belong to an area of Islamic injunctions, which were the routine practice of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Whatever did, however he did it, we must not add to it, nor must we subtract from it, must ever subtract from it. It's complete. It's the most perfect way of performing the injunctions of the Quran and the will of God. But if there are certain areas which are not applicable in his time, new demands appear. There, if in the light of the Quran and Sunnah, drawing your cue, taking your cue from the Quranic verses and the practice of Muhammad Rasulullah, you apply something in a new situation which had not been created during the time of Muhammad Rasulullah, that would be called Sunnah Hasana. And we have such examples from the history of early Islam. In fact, from the time of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah himself, when somebody traveled and he found himself in a position, in a situation where he was inquired about whether he should do this or that, he had no knowledge of what the Quran would say. He had no knowledge of what Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah did, because in his personal experience, no such thing had happened in presence of Muhammad Rasulullah. So he visualized as best as he could, judging from the personality of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, judging from the character of the Quranic teaching. He said, this is the right way. And when he returned and inquired from Muhammad Rasulullah, what should we do in that position? He said exactly what he had done. And he said, I was never happier in my life than that moment. He said, I felt like overwhelmed with pleasure, and I could die at that pleasure. I just guessed exactly what Rasulullah would have taught us. Now, this is Sunnat Hasana. Now you understand the meaning? In the true genuine spirit and genuine effort to behave like Muhammad Rasulullah would behave in that situation, to act what the Quran would like you to act, not knowing the Quranic verse, particular Quranic verse, not knowing that particular practice of Muhammad Rasulullah, you project yourself into the mind of the Quran, into the mind of Muhammad Rasulullah, come out with something, and that I am sure, if it is done with genuine dedication and love would become a sunnah hasana. If you do it from your own habits and your own likings, all that would be rubbish and must be delegated to the category of sunnah bidah sayyah. Right? Thank you.
Jazakumullah. And here goes the hour so quickly. This question will take up later on.
Inshallah.
This should remain attached to this.
Okay. هكذا نأتي إلى نهاية هذه الحلقة. شكرا على حسن المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.